Hey, hello, good morning, everybody. This is Tal Schnell. I'm your customer service coach, mentor, and speaker. I'm here to add value to your day. I know many of you guys are starting your Monday, so I'll let a few people kind of jump on this Facebook Live. I want to start actually with gratitude to all of you that are watching and getting some really good feedback on these tips, those videos, and some really sharing some perspectives with everybody is really helpful to many people. So I want to take the moment right now to really thank many of you guys who are watching and sharing some of those guys with your friends, and I appreciate you guys getting on the call. Hopefully you had a nice weekend, a great weekend. Here in Dallas, we had a little bit of a winter here, rain and a little bit slightly cooler weather than we typically get, but it's getting into that fall to actually the winter season here, November and December. So I'm so glad to connect with you. Monday is usually exciting days, should be exciting days that you getting your week started. If you're not excited to start a new week, then you might want to go back to your weekend. But I think this is, I wanted to, as I was thinking about Monday, and I shared this with you, is I thought about, I had the interview yesterday with Anthony Iannarino about his book. You ought to catch this interview that we did yesterday, because some of it does talk about those soft skills that salespeople that they need to have with clients, and some of it is actually customer service and client service and helping your business to get better with those relationships, because all of us want better customer service. All of us want better client relationships. All of us want to build that trust with our clients and customers. And we truthfully, sometimes I think that we take that for granted. We take our customers for granted. We take those relationships for granted, and we're not investing enough in those relationships. And I'm going to talk about 3 important soft skills that would make that connection even a better connection for your business, because I think a lot of times we come in, it's on the Monday, and we look at our numbers, we look at our sales numbers, we look at our surveys, the feedback that we're getting from our customers. And what happens a lot of times is that we really need to go back to square one. We need to be thinking about, how do we create loyalty? How do we create more relationships and maintaining and nurturing, cultivating those relationships that we currently have with our clients, and take that extra time to connect with them on some of the things they're working on and anticipating their needs. And the reason I thought about, there's more than 3 soft skills that you can have to be a customer service champion for your organization. So let me dive in. I think some of you guys are already on the call, so I appreciate you guys getting in. Feel free to share your comments and feedback on what you think is important for you and your organization to have those soft skills that truly create more value for your organization and your customers, right? So the very first thing I thought about is listening. And this is where you make the connection with customers when you listen and try to learn more about them. One of the things that I try to do when I connect with clients is to what we call the 80-20%. And I try to have the 80% is going to go toward listening, toward connecting with them, finding out what's going on in their world, and finding out what to learn more about their organization and their journey, what's going on there from their perspective. So the rule is that allow them to speak 80% of the time and you speak 20% of the time. And what we're doing there is that we're creating the level of safety and trust with them. And this is about creating trust. So in order for them to trust you as you're connecting with them, it's really important that you not, I know some of you guys are selling products and sold services. It's really important not to be pushing, not to push your product out there. And you may have a great product and valuable product to serve the customers and to create competitive advantage in the marketplace. But please remember that the very first thing that you want to do is understand that listening is all about them. And once you understand that, you need to learn more about them, and then you make that connection to your business, your product and service. But take the time to connect and listen as much as you can. And what I encourage, for you to do is that you can't remember everything they say. I would encourage you to take maybe a notebook with you in those connections and start writing down some of the things you're learning from that customer or client. What do they need? What is that thing that they are truthfully want to have to, people are looking for change, and they're looking for positive change in their business, right? They're looking for something that would take their business and scale it up and create more relationships in the marketplace, and know that they create value for their customers, right? That's what we want. So listening is the very first key to building those relationships of trust. You want to listen 80% of the time, 20% of the time is connecting with them, making that safe environment for them to learn about you. On many occasions, and I know some of you guys are in your own business, a startup business or a small business, on many occasions, although you have a website or you have a LinkedIn profile or you have a Facebook page for your business, I think that on most of the time, even though people know about you and they know your brand, they don't know you on a personal level. They don't know that human connection. And I can tell you, just an example, for example, on LinkedIn, people are connecting to people or companies, organizations. And I find it very interesting that the human touch on LinkedIn is very important. So my suggestion, if you're getting some leads on your LinkedIn from your business or clients, is to take it offline and connect with them on the phone, so you can get to know them on a personal level. Invite them to coffee or a lunch or something that you can understand the connection there a little bit more than online. You really want to know that person, whether you can trust that person, and vice versa. They want to know about you and your business, see how they can connect with you on that level, human to human, and that's very important. And that's where listening comes in, is that you want to listen to their concern, their needs, and how they want to change. Everybody has their own way of changing. Everybody has their own way in order to scale up, but you need to find out what their way, because some people are faster than others, some people are slower than others, some people need to have that comfort level with you as they do business with you. Number 2 here is empathy. Empathy is very important as you are in the customer service, and you guys are customer service champions. Empathy is the ability to understand people from their side, from what's going on in their world. Is to take a perspective into their day-to-day, to their what are their frustrations, what are their challenges, and how you can connect with them on that level, because people want to know that you're not jumping ahead to a solution. People want to know that you're empathizing with their issues, their concerns, and you try to understand them from their level. I think what's missing a lot of times in businesses or organization is that level of empathy with people, to understand where they're coming from, rather than jumping in and offering a solution, offering an idea. People want to have that safety net. When you try to build trust with someone, the reason I say empathy is important is because you want to make sure that on emotional level, the comfort level, emotional level with that customer and client, is that you're creating a bridge. And that bridge is to finding out maybe there's an obstacle that they're trying to overcome. Maybe there's some things that truly frustrated them on a day-to-day, and you want to find out what that feels like. Maybe not 100%, but you want to know what it feels like for them going through those challenges, going through those frustrations, and they want to be, of course, they want to be better at their job. They want to be better at their role in an organization. But remember, if no one is taking the time to understand them, then it creates a situation where you may not be aware, and having that perspective of what really the pain is for them, what is hurting and what is so frustrating, and how you can not necessarily sympathize, but empathize with their feelings and emotion to understand their situation a little bit better, right? So that would be number 2. Empathy is very, very important as you're dealing with customers and clients. They may bring you an issue that you may be facing a complaint or negative feedback, and if you don't take time to connect on that level, to acknowledge, empathy is acknowledging that there was a mistake. Empathy is acknowledging that we needed to do things better, right? And that's empathy. Number 3 is caring. And caring goes a long way for many, many people, for different kinds of relationships, whether you have a relationships with your family, your business partners, your clients, customers. It's hard to put a number on caring. You know, sometimes people say, well, how do you measure that? How do you measure caring? Where do you put that in our results, right? Here's the thing is that you can't really measure caring, but caring brings better results. Caring brings positive results for you and your relationships. And it's one of those things that it's a soft skill. It's hard to point it out on a P&L statement. It's hard to point it out on a balanced score sheet or a balanced scorecard. I'm sorry. It's hard to put that as a measurement tool. But if you go back to your best relationships, to people that you connected with, to people that you care for them and they care for you, it's not in a dollar sign and it's not in a number sign by any means, but it's on that emotional level that you want to continuously connect with that person, continuously connect with that individual to create a caring relationship. And I know that sometimes when we're thinking about that for our business, we're thinking about, well, how is that going to add value, and how is this going to make an impact on my organization, and how can I really measure this and scale it up? And I'm not suggesting that you put caring as a business strategy. What I'm saying is that this is part of you. This is part of your authentic brand. This is part of how you create relationships, you build relationships. Remember, what every brand is trying to do and create is to build trust. And if you could do this better than your competition, than other companies in your marketplace, then the better off you will be. So it's sort of the secret sauce in building trust and relationships, because people do business with people they like and they care and they trust, and they want that relationships to know that someone is there not just to pitch, sells a product. They want to know that there's someone there to connect with them on that level, the comfort level of caring. And truthfully, what happens with that is you gaining more from the clients in terms of finding out what's going on, finding out what you can do better, what can you do to improve. When that relationship is established and there's trust and caring, and you're willing to go that extra mile to care, what I encourage you to think about when you're thinking about caring, be thinking about that extra mile. And that could be many things. Could be thank you notes. It could be things that would wow them and dazzle your clients, because you really care. They get that connection from you, and they want to know that someone there took the time to connect and care for them, and create that level of trust to know that someone cares. And I know in speaking about that is if you take couple people, I want you to think about a couple people and ask yourself the question about on a business level, because I think a lot of times we think on a personal level, which is great, but take people in your business, take 3 people that you can point out that they truly care about you and your customers and your clients and your team. Take those 3 individuals and find out what they do best. Find out what creates that level of engagement for them, the team, and the customers. Start writing those down, because we're not here to reinvent the wheel, but we're here to learn from people who have mastered those soft skills and are doing amazing things with their team and culture. And so this is a great opportunity for you, no matter what industry you're in. You want to learn from the best, and what do they do to create trust with those relationships. So today I was sharing three topics. Hi, Tova. How are you doing? Good to see you, Tova. Long time no see, but thank you so much for joining me on the call. And in fact, Tova is one of my mentors in customer service, and Growing up in the hotel business, Tova has been my mentor, my previous front office manager, and I've learned a lot of great things. She's a model. She's truthfully a leader that leads by example, and with great values and character that I've took a lot of lessons from. I was young, but I was learning, and this was a great person to learn from and develop. So thank you, Tova, for watching this video. But to the rest of you, those are 3 soft skills that you can master and create more success. I know many of you guys in the business world are looking for metrics and looking for how to measure these things. I'm not sure that you can, but you can in the long run, and you can see that when you start creating those relationships. Remember that all of us live in the customer economy because there's reviews, there's feedback. People within 30 seconds can go on their phone and really share those experiences with everyone in the world. So why not listen, which is the number 1? Why not empathize, which is number 2? And why not care? It will add value to your business over time if you take the time to do this today. If you take the time to connect, to finding out how you can really leverage those 3 golden keys for your business, and 3 golden keys that can make a difference to create trust, not only in your business but also personally. Some of the reason I do these videos is for personal development, to add value to your personal development, so you can become a person of value, a person that continuously raises the lid in your organization and your personal life. So I appreciate everyone jumping in on this video today, Monday. Thought about those soft skills that can truthfully help your business grow and help you personally grow for you, that you can take it to the next level. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll return tomorrow with another customer service topic. Thank you so much. Have a great day.